What's good, y'all? This is your boy JPTHEGLOVE74 back with another video. Today we're going to react to another WrestlinGifs video. This time, what made SmackDown in the 2000s so awesome. When you think of SmackDown, you think of The Rock, Undertaker, Edge, Batista, Jeff Hardy, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio. I mean, the list goes on and on. When I was a little kid growing up, I always thought Raw was the supreme show, was the A show. I really didn't too care much about SmackDown. The only reason I like watching SmackDown was because of the Undertaker. Because I've always loved watching the Undertaker. I love his entrance. I love his matches. And the only reason I tuned to SmackDown was to see the Undertaker. and also, I love Batista. I love Edge. I love all the SmackDown crew. But no one gave me much love to SmackDown than the Undertaker. So yeah, growing up, I was always a Raw guy, but once I grew older, I came to realize why a lot of people prefer SmackDown over Raw. SmackDown had the better in-ring action, it had the better storytelling, it had the better roster, it had the better commentary, it had the better fans too. In my opinion, SmackDown was definitely the A show. So we're about to check this video out. If this is your first time, this is JPTHEGLOVE74. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank y'all so much for the love and support, and continue to show the love and support for this content right here. I'm gonna continue bringing you the love and passion for wrestling right here on this channel, and plus subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. Without further ado, let's get into this video.
In the 2000s, you had to pick a side when it came to many things. You were either Team PlayStation 3 or Team 360. You were either a Kobe fan or a LeBron fan, Crosby or Ovechkin. Who had the better diss track, Jay-Z or Nas? Team Edward or Team J... Wait. This is not my Twilight fanfiction channel. Never mind, scratch that. What the fuck? And the most important question, without a doubt, was were you on Team SmackDown or Team Raw? Back in the day, as I've said many times before in other videos, SmackDown vs. Raw was more than just a video game. This was our wrestling version of Crips vs. Bloods. You had to choose a side. I don't care if you watch both, deep down, everyone had a favorite. And the thing is, when I look back at it, I was no doubt, no questions asked about it, through and through. I was a SmackDown kid. UPN, CW, My Network TV, it didn't matter what channel. They could have put it on the goddamn Hallmark channel and I would have been there watching it every single Friday. SmackDown in the 2000s was just awesome. There was just something so special about SmackDown. Just seeing this logo, seeing this stage.
Yes, the fifth stage.
Especially when
they didn't bring the fifth stage back.
The last thing you want to do is spend Friday night inside watching TV. But when you're a kid and it's Friday, it's time for the weekend, there was nothing better than going home and waiting for 8 p.m.
Every Friday night when I come to school, I will always consider SmackDown.
SmackDown in the 2000s just felt right. Listen, I watched Raw. I loved Raw. I had fun watching Raw. But if I could only choose one show to watch from back in the day, I will always choose SmackDown. And the best part was, everyone was watching SmackDown. I know for a fact that so many kids grew up just watching SmackDown as their WWE fix, because it was on network television. I had so many friends that didn't watch Raw because they didn't have cable, so they couldn't. But they never complained because SmackDown was all they ever needed. The stage, the colors, the aesthetic, the roster, it was so chill and such a different vibe than Raw. Raw always felt like the super try-hard, sweaty-ass show, whereas SmackDown was honestly the wrestling we all wanted to see. SmackDown was the show where John Cena got his start and became the GOAT. This was where you would see Rey Mysterio jumping up the sky, just doing his thing. There was no way in hell that Rey Mysterio would have ever gotten the same chances he got on SmackDown on Raw. To simply put it, SmackDown had all the real ones. They had Angle, Rey, Eddie, Cena, and then Batista.
Eddie Guerrero. I forgot about Eddie Guerrero. You can't forget about Eddie Guerrero.
SmackDown was the place where you got the Undertaker. If you wanted to see the dead man, he was SmackDown all the way.
He was the reason I watched SmackDown. He was the reason.
Next week on SmackDown, the Undertaker is back. Yo, you best believe that everyone was hyped and we would wait the entire week just to see The Undertaker. Was his entrance going to be longer than the match? Of course. But we were still so excited. And even I have to give credit to none other than Edge. Edge carried SmackDown so hard you would have thought it was Lita. But when I think back of SmackDown in the 2000s, one thing I remember is how the mid-card was filled with the most random shit, but it was still amazing. This was the time of the boogeyman, the weird-ass creep who ate worms and crawled on the floor.
I remember him. I remember.
Simon Dean, the personal trainer. MVP, the guy who thought
MVP.
he was an NBA free agent. Deuce and Domino, the tag team which was stuck in the 1950s. They legit had a
I remember.
And if that wasn't enough,
I remember that part. The main part of the show.
Vito wrestled in a dress. And this was his finisher. Oh my god, this is why I don't tell people.
Who remembers that? Who remembers Vito in the dress?
It was still fun and it was still all good because at the same time you had Batista and Rey Mysterio tagging together, Edge cashing in, the ring breaking, or Ray Ali squishing Rey Mysterio's
head. I remember that. I remember.
For real, when this happened, I thought Rey was actually dead. I mean, look at him. This was the one time where I really hoped wrestling was fake because I didn't want my boy Rey Mysterio to be dead. But yeah, man, regardless of people dying, it was a good time. You had everything, and it never felt like a chore to watch. Whether it was King Booker, who I hated.
King Booker!
This man is a comedic genius. You would have rap battles. You would have Teddy Long doing his thing. Jesse and Festus. Yo, this was the funniest thing ever. They had Festus, a man who was whatever this is, okay? But as soon as the bell rang, he became golden, just a straight out beast. I remember when Shawn Michaels put up on SmackDown to mock Taker, and yo, every time a Raw man put up on SmackDown, it was actually a big deal. And of course, the night that I was depressed after watching SmackDown, it was Jeff Hardy and CM Punk.
Oh yeah, Jeff Hardy,
yeah. The WWE, and he lost. So I spent the rest of the night on my PSP listening to Linkin Park in the end. I literally thought I was never gonna see this man again. You had Edge marrying Vicky Guerrero.
Yes.
Everyone that he cheated on her with the wedding planner. And off the top of my head, there are so many random matches I remember. SmackDown was just the wave. It was kind of like this. Raw was the show that the company made, which they did everything they wanted, but they kind of let SmackDown do its own thing and kind of just use that to give what the fans
wanted. They pretty much let SmackDown do
well
they want to do.
Except when JBL was the champion, that was kind of rough. But yo, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah. Who remembers that? Who remembers JBL going after the Mexicans? The crossing the Mexican border.
Wrestling history. This was something straight out of a South Park episode. It was literally Cartman at the Mexican border. SmackDown was just a show where you spent your Fridays watching. Your family probably sat with you and watched it, even though half of them probably hated wrestling. Your friends probably came over after playing outside and you just all enjoyed it. So much talent, so many great matches. Every week there would be a fire match or a segment, but SmackDown was the wrestling show, whereas Raw was the entertainment show. SmackDown was the show where you saw your new favorite wrestler slowly become somebody. It was the show where the WWE sent their wrestlers that they thought were kind of on the B tier to go do their thing, but they were still so awesome that in my eyes, they were the A tier. At the end of the day, as much as I loved Raw, I always felt so extra and too much. Yeah, it was still fun, but SmackDown was the sweet spot. When I think of 2000s wrestling, I think of SmackDown. My fondest memories are me sitting there with my mom on Friday nights watching SmackDown. Batista versus Taker in the cage.
Yeah, that was a good match too. I love that match. That was a good match.
The 09 era was a fun time. Obviously, the WWE in the 2000s, I loved it, my childhood, blah, 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 you've heard it all before. But when you really dig deep, SmackDown, like I said, SmackDown was the wave. SmackDown is a large part of the reason why it was so special to us in the first place. Friday nights, 8 p.m. on the CW, I was hype. Just take me back. In the comments below, let me know your all-time favorite SmackDown moment from the 2000s. And before I leave, I think it's time to hit you with the greatest theme song of all time. Biscuits and gravy.
He's so stupid. He's so stupid. Man, he's so stupid. But yeah, SmackDown, like you said, in 2000s, it was really awesome. Like I can understand now. Raw was pretty much like, you know, Vince's show, because Vince can do whatever they want, whether we fans like it or not. As SmackDown, Vince pretty much just let SmackDown do his own thing, do his own show, and I think that's why a lot of people consider SmackDown the A show over Raw, and it's hard to disagree because SmackDown had, like I said earlier in the video, they had the better roster, they had the better, excuse me, let's delete that. They had the bell roster. They had the bell in-ring action, the bell wrestling. Pretty much everything you asked for. SmackDown was right there. So yeah, SmackDown was definitely the A-show. I would have missed the old SmackDown when they had that iconic fifth stage. WWE, if you're listening right now, please, when y'all move to USA Network, please bring back the fifth stage. It will bring back so much nostalgia for us. I know they're probably not going to do it, but it'll be really cool if they did, man. It'll be really cool. But yeah, I like SmackDown too. Raw was my show going on as a little kid, but I can never forget about SmackDown because SmackDown was a really good show, and so yeah, I really miss the old SmackDown. And so, but to just take me back to the 2000s, and let me see the Undertaker's interest one more time. So, but like I said, getting into the moments, Brock Lesnar suplexing the Big Show, Edge cashing in on the Undertaker, the A Guerrero's championship celebration. You also got Stone Cold blowing up the DX Express in 2000. So much iconic moments happened on SmackDown, and so just take me back to the 2000s, man. Just take me back. But in the comments below, what was y'all's favorite moment from SmackDown in the 2000s? Leave your comments down below. Until next time, this is your boy JPTHEGLOVE74. If you like this video, please make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and hit that like button on the video, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. Until next time, hope you guys have a really great day. God bless y'all, and peace.